Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about how to use the RSI indicator with a few other type of indicators that can greatly complement your RSI indicator for accurate trades, letting you know when to sell, when to buy, when to sell if you're going for day trades, or even just when to buy down at the bottom if you're going for swing trades or long-term investments. Whatever your goal is, there's many indicators you can use to match up with your RSI. No matter what type of time frame that you use, the first thing that you need to know is when you would like what type of time frame you're using by understanding what your goal and your role is. You see, we all trade a bit differently. We all have our own different things that we are really trying to accomplish and stuff like that, and our own different personal lessons that we are learning at said time. Some of us are more advanced than others. So while some people on lesson ones or lesson 13, some of us are already on lesson 100, or some people don't even master the full course and stuff like that. So for some people, we already know exactly what we like to go for, exactly the amount we like to use, so on and so forth. We already know exactly how a lot of these stocks move because we already done dealt with a lot of them. So we know what type of indicators work well on some stuff, and some different type of things does work a bit better than others. So here we can see how to find swing trades in early seats using your RSI. One thing to remember, okay, is that if your goal be to get in for a safe, easy early seat, if your goal is to get in down at the bottom, you don't want to be trying to chase these things up while they up there at the top. If your RSI is saying overbought, it's just not time to buy. And you just see my last video I just made on how to use RSI for day trades, stuff like that. That you already know what these things look like on a smaller time frame. And you see my early on videos that I made just this morning on different key statistics and how to match those up with different indicators. Then you probably already caught all the way up to speed for this video, and you are after this one. You'll be ready for the next advanced indicator video and how to trade that I'm getting ready to make right after this one. But here, so swing trades in early seats. So we can see that for example here on just a quick example, BDMD, right? You will see the BDMD go down from a major discount. This is where your RSI comes in handy. Hold on. We'll make sure that you understand. Going from your monthly charts first, right? For your monthly chart, you want that safe EWC. First thing to remember is this, that these stocks, they don't start out at those highs. Like I said previously in the beginning of the video, you want to get them down at those lows and oversold. Sometimes that comes down to having the patience. That's just how it is. And if you ain't got the patience for that one stock, then you need to be going out to find one of the other hundreds of thousands of stocks that are across the markets that you can be trading. And this one, I'm going to be showing you how to use your RSIs and MACDs for swing trades off of stocks and off of options. Okay, so you got to pay close attention to this one, right? So you got your BDMD that go back down to that major discount, back down to lows and oversold at that $1 where your RSI gets to an oversold and safe position. Remember, not overbought and dangerous, back down oversold and safe. You want to add in your extra indicator to complement your original indicator. Look how this thing look with no indications. It look all crazy. You don't know when to buy. You don't know when to sell. You would have tried to buy in somewhere in between there, and it would have kept on selling off every single time. How you can be most clear about that is by waiting until you see that next clear round. The next clear round of bullish divergence coming in. You want to see that yellow my D line actually really cross back over that blue center line. But you say, what if you would have seen it just a little bit too late on there? Well, but you want to make sure that if you're a weekly chart trader and you're looking for it on a weekly chart trade or whatever, well, you're gonna have to be honing down in on a smaller chart trading time frame, like your daily charts, to see some greater data in between there, where you can see you would have been able to catch that early. And if you would have honed in from there on your 4 hour charts, then you would have been able to see the easy early seat, and you would have been able to see what could have been projected later on as this thing did continue to climb up. You would have been nervous if something overbought. Should you sell back off, and why are people even buying back up? So you would have had to have had honed out to your bigger chart trading time frames to see if you still got more room to grow on the RSI, and if your MACD truly comes in for that next round of the bullish divergence. Matching that up with your specific chart trading indicators and your different key statistics can give you your proper analyses that you would like along with, don't get me wrong, because right now we're just talking about swing trades here, man. So for a trader, like a swing trader or a day trader, it'd be a little bit different because we like the technicals, we like that quick bounce. A lot of us are doing to get in and get out and just putting that to the portfolios and whatnot. There are a lot of people who do still look for these stocks for that longer term investment. So you will have to match those things up along with certain things like those balance sheets, certain things like your piece of news, certain things like that stock's industry, and make sure that you're matching up with certain things like your overall market conditions to see if the markets are getting more bullish or more bearish at that time and honing out to be able to see the overall market conditions. You got to get thorough with it, man, and be on top of everything. And if you out of the markets for more than like 2 days, well, you already out of the loop. You don't know what's going on. So it's gonna take you like a couple days, maybe even a week to get back in a full loop and in full cycle. I recommend remaining active in your studies and all that good stuff like that. And so you got SPX, for example, as a swing trade. This is the overall markets, and we can match your SPX up with your SPY as well, where you can see for you swing trader, we're looking at spot now prime opportunities for early seats, not just talking about those hot fast breakouts for you day traders like the last video. We talking about early seats. We talking about safe swings where you can trade with no fear, no pressure, no anxiety, using your RSI indicator where you don't want to buy where that thing is overbought. And in this case, off of your SPYs and your IWMs, off of those SPXs and whatnot, you're really going in for those options. You can short sell it down or whatever you got be having going on. But in these specific cases, you really be going for your options. So here in this example, if you are going for longer dated options or even just the options for a couple days for a swing, notice how it's overbought. Here, notice this. How it goes from oversold first from $225. Okay. You get back up towards the middle range on the RSI around at $226, right? Some people would take options, trades with call strike prices to that 226. Some people will take options trades for strike prices of 233. Some people will take a longer dated options trades even. But what they do is they seen it got up over to the middle range on a 4 hour chart. They seen it coming in for bearish divergence. They say, look, I'm just liking my gains here and I'm gonna catch the next round because for options traders, it is 100% about the next round. Don't get me wrong, so they'll go for long moves. We talking about they'll hold those things for years, I guess, for real. But no, for traders, we're talking about traders here, man. We'll just go for the next move off of there. Like for options, you didn't really miss out on anything because you can just get that. Don't get me wrong, that next thing might be a little bit more expensive, or even a little bit, or even a lot more cheap. Depending on what's going on with it and whatnot. But either way, bearish divergence comes in, so they lock in those gains. Notice to take that quick dip back down, and these are of course a couple days. That took about 4 or 5 days to get up there. Once it go, it took about 2 or 3 days to get back down there, and then once it get back down to that key level, I'm pointing out to you that 220 where it began at from, right? They go for the next round. That goes up to overbought. Now they spot out that next round of the bearish divergence. They RSIs overbought. The bearish divergence get around the MACD. They can only get about almost 2.5 days of bullishness through there, but that was a decent run from 220 up to 227. That was a decent run up in there. Those calls, let me tell you, those calls be sitting good. They be up hundreds, thousands of percent on those options. You will become overbought. But how do you know where to bet it down to, you ask? Well, I just showed you. You notice it had big support building up there at $20 where it kept bouncing from. So some people would take their $20 put strike prices, betting that thing goes down, to the strike price of what was that? That $220. Different dates and whatnot you can choose on these options, of course. And so for a couple days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for swing trades or at least seats, whether you are betting it up or down, it goes back down oversold. And you know what's next? Since it got down oversold, you know what's coming up next? You got the next round of the bullish divergence. Now that it makes that next round of bullish divergence from that 213, and this 213 is a strong level down here. Check this out, because last time it was at 213 was a very long time ago. A very strong level there, giving them momentum for a stronger swing this time. going from 213 all the way to the highs at 227 this time. And they ride it all. Seeing how all the first nervous and scared people got weeded out, and it was about time. And they matched that up with the overall market conditions, saying the markets are about to be bullish for the next couple of days to go from oversold to overbought. Because not only do those stocks go from oversold to overbought, but also these markets and market conditions as well go from oversold to overbought. Now, again, there are a few things that you can add in to complement that. Like, for example, your SAR. It'll show you when to stop and reverse. Like if you are over there using our Bankability Live scanner. Bankability Live scanner. You can still use your RSI and MACD on there. And this is for 1 minute chart trades off of Bitcoin. You know how volatile Bitcoin is. So if I see those sell signals, seeing your buy signals, seeing those sell signals, you have to get ready for another buy signal. And again, just like how we just seen over there, they going for another round. Get all those quick traders and when I weed it up out of there real quick. It's already breaking past that resistance down there. All the way back down over sold and looking for more bullish divergence. Now, if you go see that on a bigger time frame, like I've been showing you, get your 15-minute chart. It's going back down to retest that resistance one. Although quite bearish right now, it's a lot of people that want to lock in gains. So it's probably people that are getting ready to get bearish on the overall crypto markets right now. So we'll probably be seeing a small pullback as your red SAR indicator and closes. The last indication that came up was green for a big uptrend. So the next one is going to come up is going to be red. Keep that in mind. And that's off the 15-minute. Now, if you go back to your 1 minute chart over here, it's getting ready to make a quick bounce, as you can see. So we'll be looking for a bullish trend off the reverse. That's just a quick update on BTC for whoever's day trading that. And for your swing trades, like I say, you want to just see your RSI and MACD for times the span. Now, this is the thing though. So while you do get your thing oversold down or at the bottom or whatever you got going on, um, it's still going to be it's still a lot of things that can affect it, like the news and the industry and the sectors and all of that stuff like that. So you no matter what, even though it can still rise more in the RSI for your swing trade time frames, you still want to make sure that you're having your stop loss set somewhere because if things change fast, then you're gonna get hit and you want to get the earliest seats. And what you really want to do is go down to your 52-week low. The ones at those 52-week lows are the ones that are next in line. Showing you just a quick example here. We'll look at there was one stock up here I was looking at earlier, WNW, for just a clean example. It's going for bullish divergence from overbought where you didn't want to buy down to oversold, and just like on those previous examples that I just showed you, getting ready to come in for another round of bullish divergence, strong bullish divergence here, and make the uptrend. Now there will be things you got to look out for. Like your short interest got to be big, to get a short squeeze. If that short interest not big, it's not a short. It won't short that. It won't stop it from uptrending, but it won't be a short squeeze though. And if your stats, you want your stats to be the type of stats and volume you like. If you want to know more about how to know what different type of stats and type of volumes and stuff like that you like and what's best for you, then check out some of my recent and or all I got a full playlist of these educational and how-to videos. You can check out any of them. What we did just do some talking this morning just about stats and stuff like that. And the next one we're going to update advanced indications, and I'll be diving deeper into our Bankability Classroom scanner, and maybe you'll be able to set up your indicators like that as well. But I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in there. Happy trade.